What's up, Cringe Kids? Welcome back. Hope that y'all are having an amazing day. I'm currently in Akbar and Larry's pen right now. I think they're still sleeping. It's like 7 in the morning right now. But today I'm going to be telling you guys more about each of my animals' personality on like a deeper level. Like the 10 to 15 second clip that you guys normally see of each animal doesn't really allow you to get to know like their whole personality as an individual. And with it being said, like I have a different relationship and connection with all my animals, and some of them just haven't opened up completely, so I might not even know their whole character. But I'm hoping by the end of the video you guys can view each animal as like their own person, I guess. I don't know, I'm just super excited for this week's video. Comment down below any Q&A questions that you have for me and let's get started. So the first animal we're going to start off with is Bonnie, my little Highlander. When you're around Bonnie, you're living in her world. It's not the other way around. She's very confident. Every step she takes is with sass. She demands and receives respect from every animal in there. And even though she's the shortest one, she's still like the leader of the herd in her mind. She's the cow that no one wants to mess with because she will freak out on you and get so feisty. Even though she's small, her looks are very deceiving. She'll go after the big cows and horses that are like twice her height. She really does treat herself like the queen that she is. Alright, next up we're gonna go to Bailey. She is such a sweetheart. Ever since I bottle fed her, she's always kind of been like my little baby. She's super shy when you first meet her, and she's super shy to other cows. She's like an introvert. She just goes with the flow. She's just enjoying her life out here, and I love that girl so much. She's such a sweetheart, and I can't wait for her to have her own little baby sometime. Alright, next I'm gonna go to Hank, our bull. So he has like two different sides to him. He can be acting like a baby with me, trying to lay on my lap, letting me pet him. But then if the other cows see him doing that, then he change into like, oh, I'm all manly now. And he can be really feisty if he wants to. He's fought with Billy before. He's tried to go at my dad before. I mean, he still is a bull and all. But yeah, he's a sweetheart in the inside. Alright, next up we're gonna go with Jessie. So she was born on this farm, and I can remember her ever since she was a little baby. Now she's a really good mom to her own little baby. And honestly, I don't know who her whole character is yet because she's not the type to open up. She's just like, no, I'm a cow. I don't want to do that. But she is pretty nice. Alright, next up I'm gonna go to Oakley. So Oakley is quite the character. She's very playful and dramatic with everything she does. She projects such positive energy, and it's almost impossible not to fall in love with her after hanging out with her. She is kind of shy when you're first meeting her, but once you can gain her trust and build a connection with her, she does become very affectionate, and she's really like the perfect little Highlander cow. Alright, next up, I'm gonna go to Daisy. So we had bought her from the sale barn, I don't know, like a year ago, but now she's becoming such a great mom, taking Matt under her wing after he lost his own mom, lets him suck on her udders and stuff, but she really is a nice cow. She hasn't really opened up to me fully yet. She is still kind of shy and nervous about that, but I can tell that she has a good heart in her. Also, I'm just gonna quick mention, I'm not gonna go through every single animal because that would take me like forever. But I'm just trying to think who else we have for cows that are like, that appears on here a lot. Oh, well, we have Horn Cow. She doesn't really have a name, but I can do a little thing on her. So she's not the type that wants to snuggle with you or anything like that, but if you bring food into the situation, she can become very friendly. She loves to snack and stuff. She's like obsessed with Hank. She doesn't let anyone else be by him. She's a really good mom. Alright, so now I'm going to go over to the sheep category, and I'm going to tell you guys more about Annie. So Annie is Evelyn and Akbar's little baby. She's the cutest thing in the world. And every single day she opens up to me even more. Today she was being such a sweetheart this morning. She really is shy when you first get to meet her, but as she's growing more and more, she's becoming to get closer and closer with me, and our relationship is getting even stronger, which I'm so happy to say because she's literally the cutest thing ever, and it's so fun to just squeeze her, and now I'm finally at the point where I can do that, and so I'm just so thankful that she's finally trusting me and opening up to me. Alright, the next one that I'm going to go to is baby Rachel. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on about Rachel, but she truly is the happiest sheep that you could ever meet, and it's nearly impossible to leave her without a smile on your face. Her character is so wholesome and pure, And it's crazy because I have such a strong connection with her, and sometimes I feel as though like God is smiling at me through her eyes, which makes our bond even stronger. And she was born around the time that China died, and so I feel like all that is kind of like living through Rachel. And I don't know, she's just the sweetest sheep, and I'm so thankful to have her in my life because she truly does have a loving and a caring heart. Alright, next up I'm gonna go with Evelyn. So Evelyn is such a cute little old sheep. She's like the grandmother that you don't want to mess with. She's kind of like the old wise boss of the pen, and she's so cute because she like gives me like these strict grandmother vibes. Like if I'm late on feeding them, she will make it known that I'm late. Like she will be screaming at the top of her lungs. Next I'm gonna go to my little Sofie. So Sofie was my second sheep, but she was the first one that I actually could build a connection with, and she definitely has a big personality. She's certainly the sheep that the others kind of like follow to. She has such like a funny character, and she's always having a good time. She's always entertaining people and making the weirdest faces ever, and I'm just really thankful to have Sofie in my life. Alright, and the last girl sheep that I have is Betty, and she was my first sheep that I ever bought. She was very shy when we first got her. She still is, and honestly right now I don't know if she's doing okay. She's kind of slowing down. She's like 4 or 3 years old, so it might be her time, I don't know, but she really hasn't opened up to me for the whole time that I've had her yet, but hopefully she'll be okay. Alright, now I'm gonna go on to baby Akbar. So Akbar is the sweetest sheep that you could ever meet, and he's a ram, which is crazy because he acts just the opposite of that. He loves to be dressed up, he loves to snuggle, he loves to hang out with me. I bottle fed him when he was a little baby, and his mom was China, and that's why I think he's the sheep that he is today. I honestly love him so much with all my heart, and he does the same just to everyone that he meets, and he's the sweetest sheep that you could ever meet. Alright, and for my last sheep that I'm going to talk about with you guys today is Larry. He's my other ram, and he hangs out with Akbar. He just kind of takes it day by day. He's very old. He does put up with Akbar's behavior when he wants to act feisty sometimes. And he really is just like a sweet old man type of vibe. And I love him so much. Alright, now I'm going to go over to the horse category, and the first one that automatically pops into my mind is Duke. So Duke has such a sweet personality and a loving heart. He's very social, he never wants to be alone, and he just really wants everyone to love him and be his friend. And even though he's a giant horse, his personality is like a soft little teddy bear. Like he has this big old body, but it has a young, gentle, adventurous soul in it. Alright, the next horse I'm going to talk about is Leo, and he's like the exact opposite of Duke. He's Duke's pasture buddy, but when it comes to food, he can be quite the bully in the pasture, honestly. Apart from that, he can be very nice. When I take him out to the pen to ride him, he does cooperate with me 9 out of 10 times, of course. He does have a good heart in him, but when it comes to food, that heart disappears. Alright, and the last horse that I have is Finace, my Gypsy Vanner colt. He has quite the bold, cocky personality. I mean, you know, he is only about 2.5 years old, but he has a couple different sides to him. He can be very insecure, I guess, sometimes. But then the other side of him is cocky. He's always trying to test our boundaries. He has a very wild spirit, and we just need to kind of tame that down for our own safety and so that I can love him more. But he is getting really better day by day. So, alright, I'm trying to think of who else I have. Oh, I got the piggies. So I'm gonna start this one off with Martha. This is the first pig that I ever got. I got her last year for my birthday, and she's a great mother. She's very protective, and she's very alert, which is really helpful because her boyfriend Hamilton is the complete opposite. He's very lazy. He is very appreciative of treats and stuff, but he's just a big polar bear, and so her being alert, it protects both of their safeties, because if something were to try and eat them, Hamilton would just sleep right through it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to their friends. Stay cringy, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!